toilets, skibidis. What does it all mean? If you've been on YouTube for long enough, you've definitely seen this masterpiece of a web series. Known as Skibidi Toilet, you know the funny dance where people move their arms and legs in a silly way? Imagine that, but related to a toilet. It might be a funny or goofy idea about a toilet. Skibidi Toilet is definitely funny and goofy, but it's also deep and depressing. Today, we're going to talk about the deepness of the lore of Skibidi Toilet. Welcome to the Skibidi Toilet Iceberg Explained. Imagine an iceberg in the ocean. You know, like the one that the Titanic ran into? Okay, so when you look at an iceberg from a boat, you can see a part of it above the water, right? But there's a much bigger part that's hidden below the water. Now imagine the iceberg is like a Skibidi toilet. The top part, the one you see above the water, is the basic stuff that most people know. As you go deeper into the water, though, you discover more and more things about Skibidi Toilet. But these things are things that fewer people know about or are hidden secrets. Thanks to U/medical help 72901 for making this iceberg. Layer 1 of this iceberg, as mentioned by the creator of the iceberg, is surface knowledge, so it's pretty much common knowledge, but we gotta go through that before we get to the good stuff. Also, go follow and upvote this guy because this iceberg was really good. Let's get straight into layer 1. Skibidi songs refers to the different songs in the Skibidi Toilet series, such as the mashup containing Party Party by Yali, which sounds like this. And another mashup, Dom Dom Yes Yes by Bisher King. Everybody Wants to Rule the World is also commonly used. Tears of Fear, or the THX sound, is also used a lot. Gmod is the game that resembles slightly what the series kinda looks like. I can kinda see the resemblance, but Gmod is a sandbox game developed by Facepunch Studios and published by Valve, where Skibidi Toilet is frankly a terrifying series that is its own thing. I see where people get this mistake though. Half-Life 2 is the game where most of the assets in the Skibidi Toilet series come from. The toilet head is a standard NPC in Half-Life 2, and one toilet actually has the head of a mysterious recurring character from Half-Life 2, named sometimes by the fans as G-Man. In the first 3 episodes of Skibidi Toilet, you can see Gordon Freeman, who is the main character of the Half-Life video game series. Many Half-Life assets are also used in the Gmod game I talked about, as both games have the same developer, Valve. However, everything I just said is only true if Skibidi Toilet is actually fake and made in Gmod, which I've already debunked with evidence. The freak exclamation mark question mark boom exclamation mark is the genius behind Skibidi Toilet. He kind of reminds me of Kanye West or Kendrick Lamar in a way. You know how those two artists make unique worlds and stories in their albums that have really a lot to say and are very innovative and interesting? Duh freak exclamation mark question mark boom exclamation mark does the same thing with Skibidi Toilet. He's been animating for over 6 years in this animation style, and he's honestly one of the revolutionary figures of art in this generation. Okay, this is where the iceberg starts to get a little scary. In episode 4, we can actually see people transform into toilets once the toilet enters the restaurant. This is when the series got really deep and thematic rather than just goofy and quirky. It's really interesting here. It's terrifying. Good girl, good girl, good girl. Camera dances is referring to a dance that actually the cameraman does sometimes. It's from a video game called Fortnite, and the dance is entitled the Orange Shirt Kid Dance, made by the Orange Shirt Kid for the video game Fortnite, and this dance goes incredibly hard. Okay, that was the surface knowledge of the Skibidi Toilet series. Now we can get into the really good stuff. Let's go into layer 2, which is referred to as lesser known but still factual by the Iceberg creator. Skibidi lore refers to the story and world building that Skibidi Toilet has been effortlessly and masterfully creating ever since its erection. The first video was admittedly merely a funny sketch comedy video, but it has become so much more. This also refers to how most people look at Skibidi Toilet and think that it is random, and that random does not equal funny, but they're wrong. There really is a lot more going on behind the scenes here. It's like FNAF, you know? The story is in the background, but what makes it so amazing is that the lore takes so much time and work to figure out, so it's just that much more interesting and rewarding. The lore is written really, really perfectly, honestly, and I'm glad I was born in a generation to witness this. Non-canon refers to the videos that actually have Skibidi Toilet in them, but they are most likely not part of the official "the freak!" question mark boom exclamation mark Skibidi Toilet lore. So that makes it technically not canon. Some examples of this are America and Skibidi Sleepwalk Toilet. Full screen changes refers to the small changes between the 16:9 full screen videos and the 9:16 short form content. Like there being different songs or the videos are different lengths. I think it's really interesting. I wonder if there are more differences between the long form and the short form videos. Let me know in the comments if you guys find anything. Toilet in Ohio is a pretty much proven theory that says that the first Skibidi Toilet video was actually entitled Toilet in Ohio. This is very believable because the creator of the Skibidi Toilet lore has other videos with titles involving Ohio, such as CSGO in Ohio. This discovery was discovered by u/mammothant2265. Thank you very much, Saint. TV woman waifu is referring to the first appearance of a woman in the series, which happened in episode 49. If I were to guess, I would say that this moment was so, well, monumental, because this may have been the very first time that any Skibidi Toilet fans had ever seen a woman other than their mother. I had this theory because for me, when I watched episode 49, I wasn't sure what I was looking at. I didn't know why the man looked so weird until I realized that there were other people who weren't male. It changed my life. I still don't know how to talk to them though, so let me know if you do. Source Filmmaker is a software that the series Skibidi Toilet is animated in, at least most of it. The early episodes really look like they were made in Source Filmmaker. Source is the name of the engine that hosts both Gmod and Half-Life 2, so the idea that Skibidi Toilet is made in Source Filmmaker would go really, really well with the other theory that Skibidi Toilet isn't real and was merely made inside Gmod. The Freak is referring to the creator of the series, the Freak question mark boom exclamation mark, actually appearing in episode 47. But remember how I was talking about the differences between the big videos and the small videos? Well, this is a perfect example. The creator's appearance is actually only visible in the big 16:9 version of episode 47. Interesting. Whoa, we just finished layer 2. Let's get into the final layer, layer 3, which is, according to the Iceberg creator, mostly unknown and mostly just theories, and according to me, a doozy. So if you're a real Skibidi Toilet fan like me, you know that humans only appear in the first 10 episodes. I mean, that's pretty common knowledge. But did you know that in episode 47, there's actually a man in a suit that can be seen in a building? Some people even theorize that this was the Freak question mark boom exclamation mark himself. I think this is possible, but it's also kind of jumping to conclusions. But there really isn't any other explanation. I don't know, let me know in the comments if you guys have any ideas or theories here. Secret Episode is a video that was uploaded to the creator of Skibidi Toilet's channel before the Skibidi Toilet series even started. It was taken down though, sadly. The video itself was about a man trying to game end by his own volition, but then got stopped by some cameramans and TVs. Some people even think that this man in the video was the exact same man that would later appear in Skibidi Toilet in episode 45. This theory was discovered by u/capableerror7718. Cameras are humans is a theory about the cameramans, speakers, and TVs. This theory, get this, proposes that maybe, just maybe, these cameramans, speakers, and TVs are actually just modified humans. It theorizes even further that these humans have their heads amputated to not get infected by the toilets. But before you dismiss this as being stupid, there is real evidence. Some evidence is that you can actually see their skin, especially on the female variations of the cameras. This theory is credited to u/scrapoo. Only 48 hours is another theory. This one says that the war between the toilets and the agents from episode 1 all the way to episode 50 only lasted 48 hours. which is actually 2 days if you do the math, because it goes from 1 to 12 every day, and does that twice a day, which means it's 24 hours in 1 day, and 24 2 times is 48. The evidence for this theory is that if you look at the daylight, the sun, chronologically in the videos, you only see it change 2 times between day and night. This one's pretty believable. I think you got me, u/spaceflightsim333. This theory was discovered by u/spaceflightsim333. Is that a Blade reference? Hold up, wait. Bro, 333, is that a Blade reference? Oh well, play the cards that I'm given. 5 Sense is referring to the theory that the 5 weaknesses of the toilets are actually the exact same as the 5 senses that humans have. For example, the touch from the cameras, hear from the speakers, and even see from the TV. So the theory is that the next agents are going to be something that has to do with smelling and tasting. This one is actually really smart, and this one was discovered by u/Bocrypty. Evil speakers refers to a theory that the speakers are actually evil. Apparently, according to this theory, they want to betray the cameras and TVs by wanting to rule the world. Are you kidding me? The evidence is that the speaker's musical motif is actually everybody wants to rule the world, as well as the fact that the speakers are the only ones that lose their giant. The theory goes that maybe this was on purpose, maybe it was intentional. This theory was discovered by u/waymiserable4251. Whoa, that's the end of the iceberg. Be sure to subscribe to Poi for more Iceberg content. Thank you so much for watching. Again, thanks to u/medicalhope7291 for making this iceberg. Have a really good night, everybody. I hope you sleep well and sweet dreams.